Tell me when you're ready. Okay, everybody look up here. Let's go over our book real quick, okay? Let's go over the parts of the book. We have the
front cover, back cover, inside.
And when you open it, it's the what?
Title page.
Good job. Everybody look at the front cover of this book. What do you guys see on the front cover? The little girl named Sarah. What does she have on?
Boots.
She has on boots. What color are those boots?
Yellow.
Yellow. So what does it look like Sarah's getting ready to do? Jump in the what? In the puddles, right? Does she have a smiley face, sad face? What kind of facial expression do you think she has?
Happy.
Why do you think she's happy?
Because she's wearing her favorite golden boot.
That's right. She's wearing her favorite golden boot. And she's holding a what? What's that?
Umbrella.
And when you hold an umbrella, normally, are you outside or inside?
Outside.
That's right. That's right. Because it doesn't rain inside, or does it?
No.
No. All right.
It might.
Yeah, maybe if there's a hole. Did y'all hear Kaylee? She said if there's a hole in the ceiling, it might. You never know. Okay, let's read. Right. And we didn't do this. The person who wrote the words is the? And the person who drew the pictures is the?
Illustrator.
Hey, Sarah loved her boots. They were shiny as a wet slicker and yellow as a bathtub duck. When Sarah jumped into puddles, her boots went squish. Ooh, excuse me. And the water went collapse. What do you think that means, that noise?
Squish, squash, squish.
Why do you think it's making squish, squash noises?
Because she's jumping in it.
She's jumping in the what? What is she jumping in? In the puddles, right? All right. One day, Sarah tried to put her on her boots. She pulled them and tugged them. She scrunched her toes tight like little balls. So she was doing this, look, like that. Ooh, she was scrunching them. Okay? She pushed her heels with all her might, but Sarah's boots did not fit Sarah's feet. Oh my goodness. I don't know. What's this picture look like? You see her face? What kind of face does she have?
Sad.
She looks like she's kind of sad, but yet like a little determined. Determined means she's like, I want to get these boots on my feet or they won't fit. That's the kind of look she kind of frustrated, you know? Okay? She took off her socks, but even bare, what's bare mean? Without her what?
Barefoot.
With nothing, right, her barefoot with nothing on them. Like Miss Brittany's feet, if I take my shoe off, it'll be my bare feet, okay? Or if you take your socks off. Sarah's feet did not fit into Sarah's boots. Oh no, she cried. My boots have shrunk. Look at that.
They didn't shrunk. She grew too big, so she won't fit them.
They probably what? What'd they do?
She grew and
Yep.
that's why she has to get new boots.
Because you think her feet grew?
Didn't her boots didn't shrink. She just grew.
Okay. Sarah tried to make her boots bigger. She stretched the bottom and she stretched the top. She stretched until she couldn't stretch no more, but nothing happened. Now, do you think her stretching those boots out, you think that's going to make her boots grow?
No.
I don't know. I don't think so.
She's gonna get new boots.
Oh, wait, let me switch the page. Then she called her little brother Matthew. They tied one end of the boot to Matthew's horse and the other end to Sarah's bike. What do you think they're trying to do now? They're going to try to stretch him out. They're trying to stretch him out. She thinks that if she goes this way and he goes the opposite way, that it'll make them grow. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But is it going to work?
No.
No. Sarah gave the boots to her dog. Now you think the dog, what's the dog going to do? What do you think the dog's going to do?
Rip it.
He could rip them. Yeah, he could rip them up. Sarah gave the boots to the dog. He growled. Tug. Act like you're pulling. Let me see you pull. Wait, they're probably pulling with their mouth because he's a dog, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he has no hands. But nothing happened.
He has paws. He can do it with his paws.
With his paws. Sarah tried to blow them up like a balloon. Oh my goodness. She took a big breath. Okay, so that means she did can y'all take a big breath? So that's what she did. And then what do you think she did after that? She what into the boot? She huffed and blew it in there, didn't she? Doesn't look like anything's working. I don't know. She blew and took a big breath and puffed her cheeks. But nothing happened. She filled her boots with a truckload of rocks. We got rocks over there. The boots got heavy. They didn't get bigger. Don't y'all have rocks in here? Yeah.
I have a bunch of rocks in my house. I have white rocks.
Oh, yeah?
I have too much rocks in my backyard. There's like 1,090,000.
Oh, yeah?
I have 80 in my backyard.
Sarah planted her boots in the garden where the sun was warm and bright. Oh, now she planted her boots in the garden. Now, what do you think she thinks going to happen?
She's going to make them grow
You think-
the plants.
So she thinks that just like when plants are outside, she thinks that if you put boots out there, then they'll what? They'll grow. Because what do plants need to grow?
Water, sun, and air.
That's right. So we'll see.
And soil.
She's got a big watering can. She's got them boots upside down. She planted her boots in the garden where the sun was warm and bright. She watered them and waited, but the boots did not grow. She was very sad. Look at her. Her boots did not fit her feet. Her feet did not fit her boots. She loved her boots. What kind of look does she have on this picture?
Yeah.
She feels sad. Why do you think she feels sad?
Because they can't fit her.
They can't fit her. Her boots can't fit.
Favorite.
Mom said, Sarah, my boots have shrunk. I wonder, said Sarah's mother. Maybe you grew. No, said Sarah, my boots have shrunk. Well, let's see, said Mother. Sarah was measured. Oh, look, she's getting measured. Have you guys been measured before?
No.
Like when you go to the doctor?
Yes.
Your boots didn't shrink. You grew all over, said Sarah's mother. You need new boots. I don't want new boots, said Sarah. Why do you think she didn't want any new boots?
Because she likes her old ones.
But does she need some?
Yeah.
Yes. Sarah and her mother went to the store anyway. There were lots of books, rainbow boots, red boots, purple boots, plaid boots, buckle boots, and zipper boots. The salesman showed Sarah, you know what a salesman is? What's a salesman? They sell different things, that's right. The salesman showed Sarah yellow boots with fire engine red around the toe and a fire engine red stripe around the top. Wow. You see them?
I can see them. And I see
That's
some
there.
pink boots.
Yeah. They are lovely, said the salesman. I don't want new boots, said Sarah. They bought the shiny yellow boots with the fire engine red stripes. The next time it rained, Sarah put on her new boots. They weren't as shiny or as yellow as her old boots. When Sarah jumped in puddles, the water went splash. But that was all. After a while, Sarah's mother asked Matthew if Matthew, which is her brother, could wear the old boots. Matthew looked so excited that Sarah said, all right. When Matthew put on the old shiny boots, he said, these are so shiny. They're as yellow as my bathtub duck. Why did he say that? Why did he say they were as yellow as his bathtub?
They're yellow.
What's yellow?
The
The boots and what else? Duckies. Good job. Oh, he's got yellow. Oh my goodness, that's right. When Matthew jumped into the puddles, the boots went squish and the water went collapse. I hope they don't shrink, said Matthew. Don't be silly, said Sarah. Boots don't shrink, feet. What? Sarah's saying this is coming from Sarah? Matthew and Sarah went splashing in the puddles. Suddenly, it didn't matter that Sarah's new boots went splash and the old boots went squish. Sarah had grown so big that she could jump over the puddles. And when Sarah jumped the yellow boots with the red stripes went whoosh. Can y'all do that? Whoosh. So that means she was running and she can jump over the puddles. She does look happy. Doesn't she look happy, guys?
Yeah, she went like whoosh.
Yeah, she has a happy face. Why do you think she's happy now, guys?
Because she can jump over puddles.
Right, and do you think she's worried about her new boots? I mean, her old boots?
No.
You think she was happy to give them to Matthew, her brother?
but
She wasn't at first though, huh?
But she missed them though.
Yeah, she could miss them, but she can still see them because her brother has them, right?
Yeah.
Right. It was a big sound for a big girl, and Sarah was very happy. Okay, so at the end, do you guys think that Sarah was happy that she couldn't have, or that she got new boots?
Yeah.
But at first she was what?
Mad.
She was mad and sad, right?
I don't want new boots.
And then at the end, she realized, what did she realize at the end? She couldn't, she what?
She
She grew. And then she wasn't sad anymore. Do we grow?
Yeah.
So some of you guys are going to grow out of some of you probably already grew out of your rain boots, right?
Yeah. When you get older.
Yep. You do? Okay. So guys, I want you guys real quick, we're going to do a finger play with talking about our book, Big Sarah's Little Boots. Are you guys ready? Do y'all want to do Itsy Bitsy Spider? Yes or no?
No.
Well, we're going to do it anyway. It's going to be fun. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but we're going to do it together, okay? Are you ready? Because guess what? When you sing the Itsy Bitsy Spider, where was the Itsy Bitsy Spider at? In the what?
Bow.
He was in, yep, but he was in the what?
Water.
And we just read a book about
We didn't get the
in the water, right?
We didn't get the water.
Okay, you ready? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and
washed the spider out.
good job. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Now we're gonna sing it quiet. Are you ready? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Now we're gonna sing it loud, but we're not gonna scream because we're not gonna hurt Miss Brittany's ears, okay?
Yeah,
And our friends' ears.
Baby,
That's right. Are you ready? A little bit louder. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout.
Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Good job. Okay. She got your ears a little bit. You okay? Okay, so listen.
Mary,
We-
was screaming in my ear.
Are you okay? Okay, we're done, so you don't have to worry about that part, okay? It's okay. So, listen, guys. We are going to do something fun with water and ice. Do you guys know what happens when you have ice in your hands? What happens? Anybody know? It gets cold. And then it can melt if you have it in your hand, because our hands, we have warm, our body temperatures are warm, like, you know, like how it gets hot and cold outside. If water gets cold or gets hot, it melts. But if it gets cold, it what? It freezes. So we get to play with some water. You can put it in your hands and squish it around. You can scoop it up and put it in a different cup with the water. You can mix it. There's different things over there in the station that you could do. So we're going to do 5 at a time, okay? So the first group is going to come with me. So it's Isla, Lias, what's your name? Amelia, Millie, Thomas, Wade, and Logan. Y'all head over, okay?
Yay, that's more than 5.
We're going to do 6. How about that?
I want a hug.
All right. Give me a hug. Okay, and then y'all are going to do something with Miss Isela real quick. Okay, look. We have gotten so much. Look at that. Scoop it up. Here, y'all can put it in. We'll see how it feels on your hands. Wow. Wow. How does it feel on your hands, guys? It's cold.
Yeah, and it smells
Yes.
That's too close for me.
Wow.